What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video. And in today's video, guys, I wanted to do the should you summon for the brand new Angel of Despair Mael. Obviously, with the live stream coming out and we have now the patch notes, we are able to go through the banner and I can give you guys my thoughts on whether or not I think it's good enough to actually summon on, or if it's going to be worth it for your Grand Cross accounts. We're going to be going over the raids, we're going to be going over the banner, the character details, and all that stuff so that you guys are informed on whether or not it's going to be worth it for you. So before we actually hop into the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate the support on the channel, guys. It definitely does mean a lot. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk the character kit. So let's go over Mael's kit first, and then we'll talk exactly what the banner is looking like and, you know, my kind of thoughts on the banner overall. But starting off with Mael's kit here, we have Blackened Wings, Angel of Despair, Mael. For his unique right here, Fallen Angel increases all stats of goddess allies by 4% for each one participating in the battle. The hero's basic stats increase by 2% for each buff and debuff effect active on the battlefield, up to a maximum of 20%. Applies Mark of Good and Evil on goddess allies at the start of the battle for 3 turns. Mark of Good and Evil is going to decrease damage taken by 50% of the final damage when an enemy attack results in critical damage and becomes immune to stat decrease. Applies Punishing Wave on all enemies at the start of the battle. When the hero uses a skill to deal damage to an enemy, an additional effect is applied, and Punishing Wave is going to be damage dealt minus 20%, stacks up to 3 times. And when the Punishing Wave reaches maximum stacks, they are removed and replaced with the Ripple of Light for 1 turn, which Ripple of Light is going to be fixing skill damage dealt, including those of ultimate moves, to 1 damage and limit of 1 time. And if the hero deals damage to an enemy with a single target attack, that enemy will be inflicted with the Mark of Retribution for 3 turns, and Mark of Retribution is going to be attack related stats minus 20% and defense related stats minus 20% as well. And if an enemy with Mark of Retribution is defeated by the hero's single target attack, 100% of the final damage will be dealt to 1 random enemy. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff to take in from the passive right there, guys. But pretty much the TLDR is that this character is going to be giving a ton of stats to guys. They're going to be getting a bunch of basic stats based on the buffs and debuffs. You know, they take a lot less damage on the team, with the Mark of Good and Evil being, you know, for the first 3 turns of battle. You're going to be able to lower the enemy's damage dealt as well. You get fixed damage dealt against the entire team as well once you get the max axe of Punishing Wave. Yeah, I mean, just a ton of damage reduction, a bunch of basic stats, all stats. You know, attack related lower, yeah, guys, I mean, overall this character seems like a very strong tank, you know, kind of build around the team. And also, I mean, he's still gonna, you know, dish out a bunch of damage too. So moving on from that, we do have the commandment here, which they put grace on the patch notes here, but commandment of love, truth, reticence, and purity. When using an all target attack other than the ultimate move, all heroes on the battlefield have their HP related stats decreased by 7% for 2 turns before the skill activates, and applies to both allies and enemies and stacks it 2 times. And this is a PvP passive right here. Now, one thing to take into account about this, though, is that Mael is immune to his commandment. So the way it's going to work is that enemies, whenever they do it, or when, you know, you do it, it gives it to everyone, right? So it's allies and enemies. But because you are immune to the stat decrease lower effect, you really don't have to worry about it at all, right? So obviously that's going to be a really good thing. Now, moving on to these skills here, guys, we have the Scythe of Silence. Inflicts smite damage equal to 500% of attack on 1 enemy. These are going to be ×2 critical chance, ×2 critical damage. Damage dealt 150% to enemies afflicted by the Mark of Retribution. And yeah, I mean, that's obviously a super strong single target, you know, skill right there. And yeah, I mean, going to be very, very good overall. Now, moving on to the second skill, we got the Bell of Truth. Inflicts ripple damage equal to 390% of attack on all enemies. Ripple is going to be triple the pierce rate increase, ignore enemy defense, and attack 50% when using skills, and then damage dealt plus 30% for each punishing wave on the target. So yeah, just a overall very, very strong AoE skill, and Mael's going to be hitting very, very hard with that. And then for the ultimate cure, Incense of Purity and Light Jade of Love, applies Mark of Retribution on all enemies for 3 turns, inflicts the smite damage equal to 750% of attack, and then applies Ripple of Light. So obviously Mark of Retribution you guys know, smite you guys know from this skill right here, and then yeah, the Ripple of Light is going to be the fixed damage dealt, right? So only to 1 damage. And then moving on to the actual ultimate effects here, guys. You can see here that it says grant Ripple of Light at 5 to 6, whereas, you know, you don't get it from 1 to 4 to 6. This does not remove the 1 from the passive. You are still able to get the 1 from the passive. So for people that are saying this is like super will heavy, you kind of have to think about it, right? You have to use your ultimate to be able to get it off. And I think by the time you get your ultimate with this character, it's probably over for the fight anyway. I feel like you don't need Ripple of Light. So yeah, I mean, I definitely see this as being a will thing, but maybe not as important. The Mark of Retribution though on the ultimate is going to be at a 3 to 6 dupe level. So if you do want to get that extra effect from the ultimate, then yeah, I mean, you could go for 3 to 6, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be needed because smite damage is still insanely strong. And then yeah, I mean, with that, it's going to be still very, very good, and you're probably still going to be nuking pretty much everyone you ult with this skill. Yeah, and then moving on from that, guys, we do now have the banner. And in terms of the banner here, you have the brand new Mael, you have blue, you are Thor, you have Chaos Arthur, you have the green, you are Escanor, right? You have Margaret, Queen Liz, Transcendent Bond, and Blue Estarossa as the festival lineup. Not too bad in terms of the festival lineup. I mean, you obviously have like Blue Esta and, you know, like Margaret kind of there. You really don't need those characters nowadays. But yeah, I mean, if you're a newer player, then not bad to fill out your account. But then we look at the filler, guys, and this is where it starts to go downhill. I'm gonna be honest. You know, you got Blue Tristan, which is okay. Green Elet's actually okay as well. Valenti, really, really good for Rat. So, I mean, for you guys trying to get a Rat character, she's going to be very strong. Roxy's still good, but kind of getting a little bit outdated at this point. You know, same with this Green Easton, same with this Mono. Shin, yeah, exact same thing. Lilia did get a Lars, so she is a little bit better. Jenna is not a bad pick right there. This Nunchuck Bond, I don't know why this bro is on the banner. I do not know why, guys. Don't know why bro's on the banner. This Merlin is more recent too. Same with King, that being the New Year's King from last year. This Elizabeth as well. Blue Matrona though, very old character. Ragnarok Diane, very old character. Ragnarok Bond, same thing. You know, Ragnarok Merlin as well. And then Slater, bro, like these two characters here, guys, year 1 SSR characters, like day 1 SSR characters on a banner 5 years later is insane though. So yeah, I mean, that is kind of shocking, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. I don't know why they decided to do that, right? That's kind of crazy. But yeah, in terms of the format of the banner, guys, it's gonna be a 900 pity banner. So 300 you're gonna get a SSR or you are hero guaranteed. Same with the 600, and then 900 you are guaranteed getting Mael. So that is obviously very, very good right there. Yeah, so overall, guys, do I think this banner is going to be worth summoning for you? If you're someone that, you know, has the goddess team built, you have like LR Margaret, you have the, you know, the Light Mael, you have Queen Liz with her Holy Relic, or if you have Melieli, right, and you have invested in that team very, very heavily, then yeah, Mael is going to be absolutely insane. I mean, this character is a super strong goddess damage dealer, but also giving your team a lot of tanking. I mean, you know, if you're looking for a very strong team, him and Melieli are going to be insanely dominant in PvP, right? Like, it's going to be crazy. Now, the question arises is this worth it? Considering the time slot and when is Mael going to be coming back. So the thing with Global Annie Fest, and this happens every single year without fail, the Global Annie Fest does not rerun till November, right? So that means you start out in February. This character does not rerun the rest of the year till the second last month of the year, guys. So we are not getting this Mael rerun until the end of the year pretty much. So you have to kind of think about that. Is that worth it for you to skip this character knowing what Mael does and what he's capable of? Are you know, kind of willing to make that decision to actually skip this character? In my opinion, I feel like you should not skip this character because I do see the value in what he provides for the goddess team, and across both PvP and PvE content, he's going to be a very strong DPS in PvE, and then in PvP he's going to be insanely strong as well. You know, Melieli and him are going to be an insane combo, man. So yeah, I mean, right now my kind of take is get 1 copy at the bare minimum of Mael. I feel like if you can snag 1 copy of this character, you're pretty much good throughout the rest of the year, because you do not have to worry about, you know, having to wait all the way for November if this character is that dominant, you know, for a long time. So yeah, you know, it also could be a thing of like Mael kind of falls off early on, right? You know, Chaos Arthur kind of fell off, but then URS dropped for Annie, and boom, he's back on the team. And then even when Lancelot dropped, people did run Chaos Arthur again too. right? So even though Chaos Arthur released on Lancelot's banner as a rerun, by that point he wasn't as crazy, but you could still run him and he was a good character. So yeah, overall guys, like the banner itself filler wise is not the craziest. If you're able to snag some characters like Valenti, you know, some of the UR Fest, right, you know, like maybe New Year's King, if you get the like the Merlin from last year, right, actually not some bad filler. Like there is some, you know, that you can get and would be good for your account, but then again, you could be that one guy that only gets these Slater and Bond, right, and it could be just the most worst festival banner for you. So yeah, then again, my thing is go for one copy of Mael, and then from there you can kind of just save and skip from then on, you know what I mean. I do see the value in this character, and I think it is going to be worth it for a lot of you guys. So yeah guys, that's where I'm at right now. I would say the one copy of the character, you're good to go, and then past that I really don't think you need to really continue summoning. And yeah, on the free-to-play account I will be going for the one copy of Mael as well. I don't know if I want to sink exactly 900 gems on this banner, we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely committed to going for the one copy. I already have Valencia on the banner, so you know, maybe what I do is if I get Mael early, you know, if I actually get Mael early, I might actually go for Jormungand on the banner that's available too. I have to, oh wait, no, I think Jormungand's banner might actually end as this banner starts though, so that's kind of where they get you too, right? It's like, okay, if you have Valencia, like, do you want to make that choice and go for Jormungand with Mael's banner releasing? So you know, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna go for the one copy of the character, guys, but we'll have to see. But yeah, man, that's going to be my should you summon right there, guys, for the Angel of Despair Mael. Let me know in the comments what you guys are gonna be doing for your summons. Will you guys be going for the one copy, or are you guys going for dupes? Are you skipping the character as well? Let me know your summoning plan in the comment section below. But that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.